We'll now move on to our next speaker, who's Kathryn Seirlis from the City of Casey in Melbourne's outer southeast. Kathryn is the Manager of Growth and Investment Development at the City of Casey, and today she's going to be presenting on a renewed focus on investment attraction and facilitation. Over to you, Kathryn.
Thanks, Bron. Good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here and some really interesting presentations already this afternoon. So, if I can get this to work. As mentioned, I'll be talking about our renewed investment attraction approach and some key learnings from that can be applied more broadly. But firstly, I'd like to acknowledge the Bunurong people. I'm coming to you today from the land of the Bunurong in Narre Warren and pay respects to their elders past, present and future. For those that don't know, the City of Casey is in southeast Melbourne. We're almost tipping 400,000 people, so the largest council in Victoria, planning to grow to 550,000. And as Rob said, very standard growth area council with nearly 67% of our residents working outside of Casey. So a bit of a challenge there that we're trying to grapple with. Our investment attraction journey is really stemming from the recent adoption of our economic development strategy, which has got the 5 objectives which are up on the screen. I'll talk more in detail about 2 of them, number 3 and number 4 today to bring this story to life. Interestingly as well, with the last presentation, thinking about our current sectors and wanting to grow our emerging sectors, because as a growth area council, we know we've got lots of retail, construction, health and education jobs, but as our growth will decline over time, we know we need to provide some more emerging job opportunities for our resident workforce. So we've done a piece of work around that to identify what those priority sectors are. So we've got advanced manufacturing, professional services, logistics, and so on. So I'll use an example throughout the presentation today too, with a food manufacturing industry that's recently located and started construction of a great new facility in Casey. Having this clear focus really helps us understand where to prioritise our effort in investment attraction, because I'm sure, like many of the councils on the call, it's a finite resource that we've got allocated to do this work, and we want to make sure we're targeting the right businesses, the right areas, and putting the right focus to this. So as such, our investment attraction approach is really 3-pronged. So promote, generate and facilitate, and of course monitoring and understanding how we're going, checking and adjusting through that as well. So I'll talk a little bit about each of these. So promote, that's a pretty straightforward one, but it's easier said than done and hard to execute well. We've got a recent the Choose Casey campaign, which you can see throughout the slide deck as well, to really channel all of our investment attraction opportunities to a single communication platform, whether that's the branding and collateral, the marketing through various platforms, and including website, LinkedIn, using our Casey channels as well to promote that. So that's been a really key component of having the information stored in a great location that's accessible and is geared towards that business and investment attraction journey that people might be on. When we talk about promotion, it's really understanding what is the unique selling proposition of Casey, and for you, what might be your key selling propositions to really leverage and provide that insight into the future of what is the future of Casey going to look like, and what are the attributes of it that we can really promote and sell that vision to future and potential investors. So for us, it's having a really strong growth platform, a really strong resident working population, some great facilities and open space to attract residents in higher job industries as well. So we really try to leverage what are the good attributes about Casey being smack bang in the centre of southeast Victoria. Land use planning is another key one, often the big mystery and can be easily mystified in terms of investment attraction. So we really do try to make that simple and be really clear about what we would support, where we would support it, and having some timeframes around what that would look like. This really helps provide certainty and clarity, which are two key aspects that we've found in working with this program to be very important for a decision to invest. Lastly, we do partner extensively with the property and development sector and landowners as well to help us realise these opportunities. The more confidence they have in us as a place to do business, the more they will reinvest, the more they will put forward properties in Casey to attract their top tier clients as well. And we're seeing that play out, which is really exciting. Secondly, once we have the promotional side of things down pat, we've moved to a generating leads component of the Choose Casey campaign. So this is really where we go out and foster good leads, work with industries that are already here to try and attract industry multipliers and really bring about a stakeholder and relationship management approach in the way that we do deal with different businesses or calls that come through, or supporting through the different tiers of processes that might come from any leads that are generated. Lastly, facilitate. So this one as well, in terms of making sure that we've got a real pro-business mindset and supporting an end-to-end journey from investment, potential investment opportunities as well. So as Bron said at the outset, our department's name is Growth and Investment, and that includes offices from economic development, strategic planning, statutory planning, engineering as well. So it's in the name, and it really does help provide a culture of finding a way and being outcome based. So we're not a planning department, we're an investment department. So it's very easy for us to tie that thread through our narrative around wanting to support and reward and recognise when we've managed to find a solution to a tricky problem. So this is the team here at the sod turn of Nuttallix, which has been a really great story that's emerged in the last sort of 12 months, and we're really excited to have Nuttallix on board at Casey, and I guess as poster child for our investment attraction approach, our Choose Casey campaign, and our concierge service as well, that is real key to that. So we've been engaging with Nuttallix from the very first day they expressed an interest, introduced to us by the developer of the industrial estate. We're already helping support them in workforce planning as well, and also promoting them in Casey already. We had Nuttallix sachets on the table at our recent business awards and able to really celebrate them in that way, which was a bit of fun. So the key takeaway for me, I know that might seem a real simple formula, and it is intentionally designed to be so. So we can all get behind it, have a really clear narrative around what we're trying to do, articulating that well, identifying who we want to attract and focusing our effort on that. And also, lastly, again, I can't reiterate strongly enough that culture of facilitation is what's going to make the difference and see reinvestment back and extensions back and a spreading of a good word of investment opportunities in Casey, and that's what we've found. If you are interested in learning more, please contact the people on the screen there. We've got our LinkedIn tag there, as well as the website if you're up for wanting to understand what that looks like a bit more. And if you have any questions, please sing in up. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Kathryn. A fantastic presentation. And again, as one of the comments in the chat said, it's the change of mindset that is really assisting a growth area to thrive and to incorporate the growth, the planning and the investment. I think it's a fantastic shift, so well done. We'll move now, and obviously questions for Kathryn in the panel session afterwards, but thank you.